What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Silverboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2021 movie, Koko. No, this is not the Pixar movie, Koko, it's a different movie. And, the director of this movie, Johnny Pandy, had asked me to review this movie and stuff. He directed it, and also helped write it. So I watched it the other night. It's on Tubi, and it's also on Amazon Prime. I watched a little bit of it on Tubi, and decided to switch to Amazon Prime so I could just watch the movie without having commercials. And everything. And this movie follows Randy Bobs, a young man who's down on his luck. He's had a lot of bad things happen to him in his life and stuff, and he gets this dog named Koko, which he just falls in love with, like, quite literally. He ends up wanting to marry Koko, and he's having to go to court and stuff because the courthouse won't give him his marriage license and stuff, so he's suing them to make it where he can get married to Koko. And throughout the movie we see a lot of flashbacks, like with his relationship with a girl named Jessica, and he also meets another girl named Patricia, and his friendship with Mike, who is his attorney, that he went to college with and stuff, and everything. So we get a lot of his backstory and stuff, and find out a lot of stuff about him and everything. And I gotta admit that this movie has a really weird premise and everything. And when I first looked it up on Tubi and stuff to make sure that I could watch it on my TV and stuff, and I read the little description and stuff, I was like, that sounds like a really out there premise and everything. And I kind of didn't know what to expect. I kind of halfway expected to think that it was going to be dumb and stuff, but the execution and stuff in this movie was actually really well done, and I found myself entertained through the whole movie. I kept wanting to see what was going to happen and stuff, and I was really invested in the characters, and it really surprised me. I really did enjoy this movie. It's very weird, but y'all know me, I like really weird stuff, and this is no different than like a lot of other weird movies and stuff. So it has a really far out there premise, but it is a entertaining movie. The cast in here are all really good and stuff, especially seeing, I don't think a lot of them have had acting experience outside of this. I know some of them, it did say on IMDb, had been in some other stuff, but most of them and stuff were only credited to this movie. And I gotta say that most of them were pretty good and stuff, especially Anthony Esposito. I'm sorry, I know I butchered your last name if you see this video, but he was really great as Randy Bobs. I thought he really fit the role really well and did a really good job. Stuff except for the crying scene, which to me was kind of amusing and stuff, like the scene when he's crying after his girlfriend leaves. That scene was kind of funny, but I will say though that I know crying has to be hard to do and stuff, and there are a lot worse crying scenes and stuff, so I will say he did good enough on there. It was kind of a little bit humorous and stuff to me. But I think all of the other cast members in here are really good too. Travis Chase as Mike is really good. His chemistry with Anthony, I'm just gonna call him Anthony, that way I don't butcher the last name again, is really good in this movie. And the two women that he dates in this movie, Jessica is played by Delaney Smith, and she's really good and everything, and they have really good chemistry and stuff. And he also had really good chemistry with the actress that played Patricia, Rachel Willison. She was really good too. And then you got John Parson, who plays Ralph, who is like the adopted father of Anthony. Because in this movie we find out like that Randy has a tragic backstory and stuff with what happened to his family and his dog, and I think a lot of that plays into why he falls in love with Koko and stuff. Ralph is pretty much like his adopted father, and he's really good and everything. And Celia Isla plays Judge Howard, and I swear I've seen her in something. I don't know if I have or not, but she really looks familiar. Maybe she just, I don't know why, but I think I've seen her in something before. But she's good in here too, and everything. I don't want to get too much into the plot of this movie because I don't want to spoil it, because it is a fairly new movie and stuff. But there are some certain things that happen in this movie that just had me cracking up, especially stuff with Patricia. I felt really bad for her character and stuff, but yeah, also at the same time I find it really humorous. Like, this girl got friend zoned for a dog. It just cracks me up. But I did feel really bad for her and everything, and it's just how well these characters are written and stuff. They actually make you feel something for these characters, and I like that about this movie. And also, like, at the beginning of the movie when they're going in the courtroom and stuff, and the news people are outside reporting it and stuff, you see a bunch of protesters and stuff. Some people are for him being able to marry his dog, some of them are against it. And there's this one sign that cracks me up that had me dying laughing and everything, and every time I think about it I've been laughing and stuff. It says, I married a bitch, so why can't Randy? That sign just absolutely cracked me up. One of the funniest things that I've seen in there. I was like, man, it was funny. But yeah, so I really enjoyed Koko. I definitely would recommend it if you're into movies with really out there absurd plots and stuff, because it is entertaining. It's very weird and everything. I'm actually kind of surprised that something like this hasn't happened in real life yet. If it has, then that's crazy. But yeah, so I'd say I'd give Koko an 8 out of 10, and I definitely would actually even say that it's one of my favorite movies of this year that I've seen. And it's really, I mean, there's not a lot of movies that I have seen this year, so that's not really saying a lot, I guess, but it is really an entertaining movie, and I personally enjoyed it quite a bit. I know a lot of people are going to be turned off of it because of the premise, but if you give it a chance, it's worth watching, and everything. And I might be doing another video where I do like an interview thing with the director and stuff. I was gonna actually have that in this video, but there were some technical difficulties and stuff, so we'll see. Maybe we can still get that video done. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you have Amazon Prime or Tubi, it's free on Tubi if you don't mind watching it with ads. It's definitely worth checking out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.